Football today as we continue with the American Flag Football League Road to 200K tournament. First ever women's event being held here today. 4 teams left with one dream, a chance to win $200,000 by day's end. Great to have you with us. Dave Ryan alongside the Hall of Famer Donna Wilkinson, Super Bowl champion Will Blackman in the booth here at Aviva Stadium in Houston. We had the throw off a moment ago. And MB Smoke in the black jerseys going head-to-head with the Academy team in the blue. MB Smoke from the Boston area, North Shore. And Academy coming to us mostly from Dallas-Fort Worth. We had the throw off a second ago, and the ball was dropped by Angie Wells of the MB Smoke team. They take over 1st and 10. So, Donna, this is a big day for women's football.
Tackle and flag leagues all across the country coming here to compete for this wonderful championship game.
Brittany Bushman is the quarterback. Will, what are some of the things you're looking for here today?
I'm looking for right now, there's a lot of dew on the grass.
It is early.
It's early in the morning here. So hopefully they keep their footing. Already they dropped the throw off. So let's see how effective that is.
Here's our first play. 4 25-yard quadrants in flag football. History made here today, and Bushman's first pass is dropped near the 20-yard line and incomplete. It'll be second down coming up. Stephanie Pasquale trying to make that catch, one of the 3 Pasquale sisters for MB Smoke.
Yeah, we've seen Pasquale. She's been a Boston Renegade, top receiver for their team in 2018 in touchdowns and led the team in reception, so we expect to see her make some catches at this game.
See the referee already carrying a towel there.
Do you have one as well? I got a couple up here, Will. You got it. It's not as hot as it was 2 weeks ago.
It's not. It's actually beautiful today.
Former college basketball star, as are many of the athletes we'll see on the field here today in Brittany Bushman. She said to us this week, we're trailblazers. What an opportunity to make women's football history. Here comes the rush after 2 seconds. You can do that. That ball nearly picked near the 40 and incomplete. Good defense from Ashley Wizenants with a pass breakup. All right, so we talked about weather here, guys. 79 degrees for now, Will. It might get a little warmer.
What we can get. This is gorgeous.
We had heavy thunderstorms here a couple weeks back that delayed play in one of our men's games by about 3 hours. So, Donna, you're in luck so far.
This is about as cool as you're going to find in Houston, Texas this time of year.
We'll take it. We will take it. Here last night watching the 3 teams, the play-in round to try to get to the semifinals. Saw 3 different games last night. Fun to watch. Blitz and the handoff and a flag pull. Both flags. Great defense. Ashley Rivera, who's the second quarterback, had the flag pulled. Fantastic job on defense.
So yeah, the rules here is a fast-paced 7-on-7. You got 4 15-minute quarters. Fields divided into quadrants, 4 quadrants, 25 yards each. There's an awesome goal clock that gives the quarterbacks 4 seconds to throw the ball. Remember, no blocking, kicking, or fumbles here in this game.
So in flag football, you can elect to punt or throw the punt or go for it on 4th and long. In this case, MB Smoke, Merrimack Valley, Massachusetts Smoke will elect to throw the punt. There are no kicks in the AFFL. Great defense from Mariah Gerhardt a moment ago, former star softball player at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, defense set the tone early. You know, that was, I think it was intentional to pull both flags and throw them just to let MV know that we're not messing around.
Yeah, and great coverage in the secondary. Great wide receiver for the DC Divas, Ashley Wizenant, coming up with that deflection.
Every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Skycam brought to you by L Sports. Donna, we love that viewpoint provided here all weekend again by our friends at L Sports.
Absolutely.
So short return on the throw-off, and first possession here for Bonita Crouch and the Academy team from Dallas. Bonita, former star point guard at SMU. And one of the top quarterbacks in the world. Oh, Team USA on the first deep ball. Michelle Roque has got it. It's a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Right from work to the end zone. It's Michelle.
One of the top administrators for the AFFL, Michelle Roque, who went to college, played flag football at Florida State. It is a 7.50-yard plus touchdown on the first play, Donna.
Well, the Academy said they're going to take whatever the defense gives them. They're calling plays on the line of scrimmage. Great call there, saw a little hole, and great catch, pulling that in with her left arm.
In the AFFL, you can go for 1, 2, or 3 points on the conversion. 1 from 5 yards, 2 from 10, and 3 points from 20 yards. They're going to go for 1 here, which is the safe play early. What a start. The Academy. Benita Crouch has time. She throws. It's complete for 1. So the Academy and Joe Overstreet with a catch. Off to a great start.
Well, this Academy team is made up of a number of really powerful U.S. national players.
With nothing but skill and highlight reel plays.
Oh, look at this run!
That's the American Flag Football League, the AFFL. And now you can be an owner. Flag football for everyone, men, women, and kids. It's the future of the game. Even the pros think so. Go to AFFL.com to see how you can own part of the action.
8-0. What a start here for the Academy. The first play from scrimmage, the deep ball to Michelle Roque. And Will and Donna, we know Michelle so well from helping run the AFFL. She was on the field live streaming the games last night, helping us with the rosters all week. She wears many hats.
No, she wears the hat.
And she is a star as well on the field, clearly.
If it's not Jeff, it's Michelle. So super impressive on that. I got to get her to tuck that football better, though. We need to have a conversation.
We'll talk about that. Benita Crouch on the throw-off, and that was a difficult play there for MV Smoke and Angie Wells on the return, because that was a free football. It did not go to the end zone for a touchback. And MV Smoke and their quarterback, Brittany Bushman, here, guys, back in the field in tough field position. One key stat we saw, Donna, the use of blitzes. You get 5 per half per team. What is your strategy, your thought on when you should use them?
Well, it's such a different experience when you have to hold your blitzes. So, you really want to put pressure on in key situations. I think they really want to blitz to kind of get their defense one-on-one situations to make picks.
All right, Bushman, the offense, back in the field here. Down 1 score, running clock until the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Handoff for MV Smoke. That play works. Ashley Rivera gets the handoff. She's the second quarterback and throws to Adrian Smith, who is an incredibly accomplished woman. For 5 years on the cast of Orange is the New Black on Netflix.
I love that
She
show,
is
by the way.
amazing. Entrepreneur as well. Went to Columbia Business School. And oh, by the way, a world and national champion on the tackle football field and the flag football field.
She's busy,
to say the least. Boston Renegades won the WFA this year. Big part of that. Here's Bushman. The rush comes after 2 seconds. This pass is grabbed in traffic. And a good flag pull near the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I believe if MV has a lot of time, they'll be able to get open. So hopefully they get open here in this situation, but I also expect them to utilize that lateral like they did in the first play.
Yeah, it's really interesting strategy to get the ball to a second quarterback, which gives you more time than that 4 seconds you would normally have to get the pass off. We saw last night in those games that really made a huge difference for lights out.
KD Ellison on the catch. 1 lateral beyond the line of scrimmage, and an offensive play is allowed in the AFFL. And Bushman with a deep shotgun. Here comes the pressure and the sack.
That's how you use the blitz.
The blitz utilized perfectly. Crystal Winter got in there hot, guys, and pulls the flag.
You'll see, just like we do with the big boys, the men. Blitz on key situations, 3rd down, forcing a 4th down. Great job by the Academy using that blitz there.
4th and 31. So again, Donna, the MV Smoke team unable to move the football, and they're going to throw the punt again.
Well, this MV Smoke is an interesting team. They're made up of a number of players from the Boston Militia tackle team. Their quarterback, Bushman, comes from the Texas Elite. So they've got a good combination of players, but this Academy team, they're all mostly U.S. national team players, and they've been playing together for quite some time.
Stacy Agee on the punt throw. Laterals are allowed on returns right about midfield. Adrian Smith makes a really nice play on punt throw coverage. The return from Chris Daniels. So Michelle Roque, not just a great player here on the field today, but an amazing talent. Look at that catch she had in the World Championship. Gold medal winning team USA in 2018. That's a celebration for Michelle. I mean, that's laying out Will Blackman.
This is her now. She's funny because she's tiny, but she is competitive. She's disciplined. She's fierce. That's why she's the number 2 here in this whole organization.
Here is Vanita Crouch in control of this offense. Going to throw deep again, and it is caught and then dropped incomplete at about the 15-yard line. Good coverage.
She did a great job coming back for that ball.
Singletary broke up the pass intended there for Chris Daniels.
You see already, V is giving her players a chance. She's not messing around. If it's open, if they're covered, she's throwing the football.
She trusts her receivers to go up and make a play, and if not, knock it down.
Vanita had a great career at SMU as a point guard we talked about. The days where the Ponies played in the WAC, the Western Athletic Conference, they're now in the American Conference. 4-year starter. See a lot of basketball players who have brought their hoop skills to the flag football field. No rush, so Vanita can step up to that line of scrimmage and pass over the middle. That pass complete near the 20 with a flagpole. Grabbed by Megan Majors. And Donna, clearly, Vanita is surveying the field beautifully here to start this game.
Absolutely. She first looked at Joe Overstreet over the top. Wasn't quite open yet. Nice comeback down underneath.
It is a first down. Mariah Gearhart works for a national TV network. Maybe we shouldn't name it. It's well known. An associate producer. She's in the remote TV business like us. First down. Crouch again, no pressure. And a lot of time to throw. Looks for Roque again. The deep ball comes back for it. Some contact and incomplete at the goal line. Really good coverage.
That was suspicious there. I'm not going to lie. That was suspicious.
Maybe
Roque out of step. Underthrown a little.
You know what? She did get her head around.
Just enough there for Kiki Cruz on coverage.
You see V, she's going for it.
Second and 6 to the 25-yard line for a first down. Crouch again, no pressure, throws over the middle. Has a receiver, has the first down. Things looking pretty good here. Joe Overstreet's been active.
Yeah, Joe's one of her go-to receivers. She's been going to her for a number of years. Big scores in big games. Expecting her name called a lot tonight.
Joe, a middle school teacher, coaches volleyball, track coach as well. She played college basketball at the University of Houston right here in H-Town.
Started playing tackle when she was 11 years old.
Yeah, amazing, right? Played pro basketball in England, so great athletes on the field here today. First and goal. Anything inside the 25 with the 4 25-yard boxes. Overstreet is lined up to the right of the center on this set. Crouch, some late pressure after 2 seconds. End zone, caught, touchdown! And this great start continues here for the Academy. What a grab there by Cassandra Bills in the end zone. Knew where those 2 feet were, didn't she, Donna?
Absolutely. Great route. Great job quarterback seeing her right over the defense. You can see how tough these receivers are to cover.
V's progression is great. She goes from deep to short. She's looking for the home run every single time. It is great.
What a start for the Academy. Here comes the blitz, utilized on the conversion try. Crouch, desperate, through the back of the end zone, and incomplete. Stays 14-0.
From the time he was 5, Ryan Newman believed 2 things. He could drive and he could win. Driver of the year, Daytona, Brickyard. But my man still hasn't won the cup. That's okay, because he still believes he will. Guaranteed Rate believes in your dreams. That's why we treat everyone like we treat our own family and work extra extra hard to get you the lowest low rate possible. Because if you believe, you will.
Well, and speaking this week, guys, with Benita Crouch, the quarterback of the academy, she was very confident that her team might actually shut out whoever they play here in Houston. That might have been supremely confident, but right now they're backing it up, guys, aren't they?
Get that mic up here. When we look at this Smoke team, you know, Bushman, these guys, they've really got to get it together.
Yeah, V was totally relaxed. She was just checking out the game like a spectator, getting a couple notes, but she felt really, really good about today.
Return is dropped outside the 10. That's a dead ball right there. That's a very tough break. T. Creech, who is a member of the Boston Renegades, 6-time WFA, Women's Football Alliance championship team. Special teams not been a problem on returns for this game.
Yeah, had a couple drops so far. Of course, this game, a drop is a dead ball, and there's no fumbles.
Final moments here, first quarter, guys. What a start for the academy. And now, Will, it's time to flip the script. So if you are the Smoke, what are you thinking about in this drive?
You got to go for it because those drops on the returns really hurt their field position. So in this case, I mean, I would just go for it. I would take a shot right out the gate. Wouldn't even mess around.
Pass on first down. Smith with a bobble. Adrian hangs on to it. Thought about a pitch, waiting for a whistle with a flag pull.
Almost looked like her flags were pulled before she caught the ball.
The first quarter comes to an end here. All the academy, 14-0. Touchdown passes to Michelle Roque and to Bills from Benita Crouch. What a start for the academy. 14-0. One complete here in Houston, Texas. Second quarter on the way.
From muscle pains to strains, Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray with Emu Oil penetrates deep to relieve arthritis pain and more. Blue Emu Continuous Pain Relief Spray, the official pain relief spray of NASCAR and MLB.
Getting set, start the second quarter here in Houston at Aviva Stadium, home of the Houston SaberCats of Major League Rugby. But a couple weeks ago, this weekend, it's all about the AFFL. Dave, Donna, and Will with you. A great crew starting a busy day and night of flag football. Second quarter's underway here. Ashley Rivera takes the snap. Not Bushman to begin the quarter. Smith with a nice catch in traffic. Adrian Smith, not just a great actress and entrepreneur, but a pretty good player too, huh?
Yeah, she's been torching it up on the field for a lot of years. I played with her on the 2010 USA Tackle National Team and 2013. She was getting it done back then, and she's still rolling 10 years later.
But I like this here. Keep pushing the football down the field. You know, I understand you want the checkdowns, but right now you're down 14 with the running clock. Just keep pushing the ball down the field and go for it. Take it to him.
Ashley Rivera remains at quarterback.
Academy. Scored good for 6 points.
And throws here. Has a receiver. Has a big play for the Smoke. Liz Landry on the deep ball. Chews up some major real estate. Flag pull by Nadia Bibbs. But the Smoke in business.
Ashley Rivera comes in and gives them a little bit of life here. Bushman, a good quarterback, but she's really dangerous on the tackle field with her legs. She's a really dual threat. And here in this flag game, they really need that precision pass, getting out quick. Rivera coming up. Couple quick completions right here to start the second quarter.
Liz Landry played college basketball, Texas Wesleyan in Fort Worth, the point guard. She's now a firefighter, serving her community. After the big play, here comes the rush. Rivera throws in traffic. This one incomplete.
Yeah, that's dangerous there. I liked how they were pushing the ball down the field, but this is dangerous. Rolling to your right, see nothing but blue jerseys.
Stephanie Pasquale, a member of the Boston Renegades as well, the middle sister of the 3 Pasquale sisters on the MV Smoke team, intended receiver. An official timeout here.
Nadia, you gotta wake up on the formation. Let's go.
And that's.
I'm with you.
13:08 to go in our first half. AFFL is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. No matter what your dream is, if you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate, believe you will.
Second down, gentlemen.
I believe you were going to get your coffee this morning, Dave. I believe that.
You believed it. And maybe on Instagram, did you post that yet?
Oh, not yet. It'll be there. You'll see the coffee dance.
I want to see it. Here's Rivera, has time, throws. Smith again, her favorite target, grabs it. It's a nice play near the 10-yard line with Yanni paid all over her.
It's getting physical out here, people.
Smith on a little dig route, puts herself in a nice position in front of that defender. Rivera fires it right in there.
Been a boost here with no question having Rivera take over from Bushman at quarterback. There's no tomorrow. Single elimination game here today. Semifinals leading up to the championship on CBS Sports Network tonight. 3rd and goal, trying to get on the board for the first time after a couple touchdown passes from Vanita Crouch to open the game for the Academy. Deep shotgun, blitz, pressure coming. Rivera end zone, not this time, looking for Landry, and incomplete. Nadia Bibbs on coverage for the Academy team.
Smoke had 2 players over on that side. Adrian Smith running that wheel route up the sideline.
Yeah, she had the corner, just overthrew it.
Former basketball star Liz Lander, not that time.
We're gonna hear that a lot.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear that a lot.
We're gonna hear that a lot. She played at Northwestern and Boston University. Nadia Bibbs on coverage.
I like all this Boston love here.
Yeah. You're a Northeastern guy. You're a New England guy,
I am
Rhode
a
Island.
New Englander, indeed.
You know these towns, right?
Yes, the white chowder, not the clear chowder.
Oh, I'm a lobster guy, Will. All day, all the time. Here comes a blitz. Big play. Flagpole.
Big play. Big stop.
And on 4th down, on downs, it goes back to the Academy, up 14-0. Game changer.
We love a perfectly timed blitz ending the drive right there. It's Crystal Winter.
What a play by Crystal Winter.
And that's
Fantastic.
her 2nd sack of the night.
Or the morning.
Of the morning.
It is morning. First down. Crouch and the offense back in the field thanks to Winter's great defense. A deep ball brought in. Overstreet has the catch.
Outta
To the
here.
races. Will says she's out of here, and she is. Touchdown. Woo. Joe Overstreet to the house. And the Academy is rolling. Off to a great start, a 3-touchdown lead. 82 yards, a 7-pointer.
Unfortunately, when there's smoke, there's fire. And V is lighting it up right now, wasting no time, throwing it deep to Overstreet. She took off, man, out of here. I like the red cleats and the gloves. I'll tell you what.
She's styling. She was open from the snap. Great route, and you can see that speed at the end of that catch. No one's going to catch her at this point.
Team USA, 2018 World Championship, gold medal winning team for Joe Overstreet. In flag, we saw that great catch from Michelle Rope. International competition. Going for 1 here to make it 22-0. 2 7-point touchdowns. Vanita Crouch. End zone, caught again for another point. This is Chris Daniels, who's doing it all for the Academy on the catch. 22-0.
Yeah, this is the same exact conversion play that they ran before. Clearly, they have a plan, sticking to it. Deep shots, out route for the conversion, keeping it simple.
Shrooms is the official flag of the AFFL. Meet the founder, the CEO of Shrooms last night. Tell us all about that really cool technology. The official flags of the American Flag Football League. Great to have them on board. This weekend.
Smoke look a little stunned on their sideline.
I would be stunned too, Donna. I mean, all of a sudden 3 scores, running clock. I mean, you got to get things going, right?
I mean, you're talking about a team with a majority of their players coming off that Boston Women's Tackle National Championship team. This team is used to winning, and coming out here being down 3 scores early is definitely putting them in a new position.
Yeah, they need to stay aggressive. It was a huge blow. I mean, they had wonderful plays down the field, and all of a sudden, turnover on downs.
Pitch, Jelly Pasquale, and her flag is pulled. Let's go down to the 4th member of her crew. Here's Alex Blaze.
Hey guys, I'm here with Joe Overstreet. Just scored that touchdown, stretched out her legs right now. Hey, Joe, have you ever clocked a 40?
The best I've done on a 40 is probably a 4.9.
4.9. I don't believe that. That looked like a good 4.7 right there. Looked like a 4.7 right
I'm rested, yes. Maybe, but no, 4.9 is probably the best I've ever done.
Talk about this start for you guys. I mean, you guys are really rolling here, setting the tone.
I mean, we've been waiting forever, for a long time, to have the opportunity to do something like this and to be TV and just have the media around us. Because we all been playing myself, I've been playing this game for about 12 years. So we've been waiting for this opportunity, so we're just out here just ready to show our abilities and our talent.
Well, you guys are certainly doing that, guys. The academy rolling right now.
Are they ever, Alex? Middle school teacher, coaches volleyball and basketball as well. Joe Overstreet.
Who, Alex? I thought you said Alex was the.
Well, maybe Alex too. He's looking back at us. Hey, I'm wearing shorts this week, all right?
Yeah.
That pass incomplete a moment ago. Trying for Liz Landry from Rivera, and the struggles continue for the MV Smoke team out of the Boston area. 2nd down. Here comes the rush after 2 seconds. That pass is complete. Stephanie Pasquale brings it in, one of the 3 Pasquale sisters we told you about.
Well, the Smoke had talked about wanting to take long drives and chunk it up to keep the academy offense off the field. That hasn't worked so far. They've got to now push this into overdrive and start moving this ball down the field.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan right now of these quick out routes. They were doing a great job attacking up the field in the middle, and I'll continue to do that, especially in this game. The middle field is where you want to go.
So goddamn confused.
Timeout called by the academy team out of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex with a big lead, 3 scores. So we saw the catch there by Stephanie Pasquale. She's the middle sister. Angelica is known as Jelly, and Stephanie's known as Peanut Butter.
Hey, they got a great combination. You go out there with peanut butter and jelly, you get it done.
We'll take a timeout.
The hottest sports league on the planet is on the lookout for its next superstars. Join us for an experience your kids will love. Fun and fast in a team setting like no other. Earn a chance to be crowned a flag football champion. Play the same game you're watching now. Go to AFFLYouth.com and see how you can join in on the action.
22-0. Off the timeout. 2nd quarter clock runs here. Do not have the stoppage at 1 minute as we did in the 2nd quarter a couple weeks ago. Rivera from the 15-yard line. Bushman's back with her. Here comes the blitz. Here comes the rush. Here comes the sack. It's all going well here for the academy team.
Keisha Langford in with the sack, and you talked about not letting them score. Well, they're kind of showing that why they had all that swag.
Yeah, they did an awesome job here, not just blitzing, but they also took away the outlet.
Keisha Langford, the pressure, and the flagpole. She was a track star and showing us why at Baylor, All-American track and field athlete at Baylor in the Big 12. Got some wheels, Will. This is a familiar scene, Don. I mean, it's shocking to see so many punt throws in one game, much less in the first half.
Yeah, I mean,
third time, right?
They're taking it to them. They're not just blitzing, but they're taking away all their outlets, which makes it very difficult for them.
Bushman on the throw off here on the punt, and the academy's return for Daniels.
Oh, great pull.
Really good flag pull. Outside the 30. Sets up first down here coming up for the academy. And Donna, they have been off to a great start and been rolling all day, haven't they?
They sure have. This academy team says they're going to take what the defense gives them. On defense, they're going to all do their job. They say they sort of self-monitor and self-coach themselves out there. They all know what their role is, and they get it done.
V is not looking for anything short. She is tossing that football all the way down the field. It's exciting to see big plays early in the morning, waking everybody up. They need to wake up MV Spoke. Because right now it is 22-zip, and it is not looking good.
And the football right back here, guys. They have not been stopped yet.
Looking for another shot to the end zone. This close field, right? They're in the fringe.
I like it. The high red zone. That pass brought in another catch for the Academy. And Cassandra Bills, who's been really active, tries the pitch.
Look forward
to
here.
Michelle Rook, but that is a dead ball at the site. Just outside the 15. And if it is a forward lateral, that's a legal forward pass, which is a loss of down in flag football.
That's something we talked about last night. We didn't see many laterals in those games, but you see with Academy, very experienced team here, already tons of laterals in their arsenal.
But when you're up 22-0, things are going this well. That's not such a damaging loss of down.
Timeout.
Timeout call here by the Academy. Under 4 to go here in our second quarter. All right, so Will, you're the defensive guy. You're MV Smoke. You're thinking about trying to stop number 4, Vena Crouch. Is there any way you can do that defensively? What would you throw at her to guys, right now, let's invest.
We have an owner in the booth.
We do. Michelle, our fantastic booth A2 audio assistant, invested last week. She said she had another investment coming too. I don't know.
Two teams. Watch out.
Right. I'm going to invest before the weekend's over. I want to become a part owner of the American Flag Football League. So cool. Anyone can do it. First down. Here comes a blitz. Crouch. Evasive. You can run now. Once you're blitzed, we need a crouch to Roke. Michelle Roke is stopped, but another big pickup. MV Smoke. Good play by Jelly Pasquale. One of the Pasquale sisters makes the stop, but more real estate done again here for the Academy.
Well, just such a nice job of Roke understanding what's happening, seeing her quarterback run, just kind of get settled where she can receive a lateral. You know, that's something that they're just doing off of instinct and having worked together for a number of years.
It is all working well right now for the Academy.
Yeah, they are just. This is practice for them right now. They're just.
That's right.
No, they're just. They're in their zone, running their plays.
Yeah.
It's so simple for them.
Second and goal. Here comes a blitz. 2 on the blitz. Rush
give me that.
End zone. No, just shy. A flag flies. It is caught. Overstreet stays so active with the grab near the goal line. There's a defensive holding call, the officials say, coming here on MV Smoke.
Listen, when you got red cleats and red gloves, you got to go up and get that.
Little tackle there. Tackle by Creech.
It's called offensive holding. If it's a tackle, then you have the option of a 4-point play and the ball on a free throw-off, or take first and goal.
Well, Creech is one of those outstanding players from the Boston Renegades. Used to tackling folks, now trying to pull some flags.
Yeah, she got up right there. Look at that.
Like a rebound, right? U of H here in Houston. More blitzing. Crouch. End zone. This one incomplete. Flags fly. Could have a pass interference coming here yet again.
That's Ashley Wizenot, the intended receiver. I'd say the greatest receiver of all time in women's tackle football. I played with her for a number of years with the DC Divas. Led us to a number of championships. Just one of the most incredible athletes you'll ever see play this game.
Brittany, make that on the coverage.
I would give the credit to V for this. I think she just knows that the defensive back is going to panic. So she just throws it up and gives her girls a chance and gets the flag drawn.
Shante Bonds on coverage. Open receiver. Touchdown again for the Academy. Nadia Bibbs all by herself. That looked easy. It's another score for this Academy team. They are on fire here today.
Yeah, this is a sick route by Nadia. Just ran a quick pivot route or whip route, whatever you want to call it, going out, wide open. Pitch and catch. And she got the J's on.
Look good, feel good, play good?
Always.
Oh.
Always.
Yeah. Final moments here in the first half, guys. It is all Academy blowing the doors off MB Smoke. 28 love. Going for one from 5 yards out. Here's Crouch. Here's time. Throws. Caught. Count it. Another conversion. Daniels. Chris Daniels wrestles the football away from the defender. One more point on the board for the Academy. So, Coach Blackman, any issues here if you're the Academy team? What are you worried about, if anything?
No issues. Like, can we keep it up? They've been waiting to play for a long time, as you heard from Overstreet, and so we're just going to put it on them and pretty much set the tone, make a statement. The only issue is, can they keep it up?
Or maybe with Nadia Bibbs in the end zone getting her shoe back on. That's
yeah,
no, the only problem right now.
No, she was getting held the entire time and stepped on it, lost her shoe and all. She took everything but her purse.
Rogue, Bills, Overstreet, and Bibbs with touchdown catches here in the first half, all from Bonita Crouch. We call her B. Great point guard at SMU. Entrepreneur as well. An incredible story with Bonita Crouch and her family background. They escaped Khmer Rouge in Cambodia. Horrendous dictatorship. Literally took weeks to get away, hiding every possibility. She was actually born in the Philippines. Her mom was pregnant at the time of the escape. It's like a Hollywood script.
It's an amazing story, and just hearing her talk about it with just all the love that she has for her mom and how she helped her, you know, get through this.
Amazing. Onside play here, going to try to get to the 50-yard line in the final seconds of the first half. Keep your foot on the gas, Will. You like that?
Might as well, right? You're here. You let everybody know I'm trying to get the 200K. So there's no friends here. Get them out of the way ASAP and put everyone else on notice.
Donna, how do you feel about the onside play here with 18 seconds to have? Want to get the ball back? One more shot at it?
Hey, I always want to keep the pressure on, keep pushing. So with this team already up, they're not worried about giving the Smoke the ball back in good field position.
All right, 18 seconds on the board here. End of the first half. Crouch and company, the Academy trying to get to the 50. Onside play to keep the football. Here comes the pressure. There's the throw, broken up. Great defense coverage from Shante Bonds, the star running back of the Boston Renegades.
Well, yeah, and Bonds was the 2018 the women's tackle league MVP, as well as the championship game MVP that year that we called from Atlanta.
You've been a part of a lot of those broadcasts, I know. And of course, as a player, your great career. Every American Flag Football League play coverage from Skycam is brought to you by L Sports, providing us with some awesome looks throughout our 2 weekends here in Houston. So 8 seconds, Bushman back out as quarterback here. Maybe the bigger arm. A shot at the end zone.
There it is.
Looks for Smith. Broken up in the last second and incomplete. Megan Majors, step for step with Adrian Smith. And officially zeros on the scoreboard. Unless the officials put some more time on the clock. Our referee Billy Williams here today, who officiates in the Mid-American Conference and Conference USA.
Well, that was the shot they wanted. Smith was open down the sideline. Ball just thrown a little bit late, gave the defender a chance to come back and make a play.
2 seconds, guys, back on the board here. One more heave to the end zone for Brittany Bushman, the quarterback of MV Smoke.
Definitely expecting a lateral here, dude.
Man, could they use something. Rivera in motion. Whistles and a false start.
Repeat second down.
2 seconds on the board here. Might have an untimed down to finish up the first half officially. It's a loss of down, no yardage gained or lost in the AFFL on penalties. We'll try this again. Could be the last play of the half. Bushman end zone or short of it, and that pass is incomplete. And that officially ends the first half. K.D. Ellison going for the grab on that deep ball from Brittany Bushman. And that's it, guys, for the opening 30 minutes. Academy would get an A+, Donna?
Academy's putting on a clinic tonight, this morning.
Bonita Crouch, huge star. First half. Quarterback of the Academy, joined by Alex Glaze.
V, what a first half. Could it have gone any better for you guys?
Just my onside was awful. That's the only part that I would give it a fail grade, but everything else went great.
All right, well, 4 drives, 4 scores. I mean, what are we looking at in the second half? You going to run it up? You going to take a foot off the gas? What are we looking at in the second half?
We're going to push the NOS button. We ain't taking our foot off the gas at all.
Okay, I like that. What do you guys say about that, Will? You guys like that foot on the gas second half?
I do. She's not even looking at the short route. She's going deep to short every single time.
We're hitting the NOS button.
The NOS button. Hold on. The NOS button.
Nah, it's going. There's no letting up right now at all.
Okay, well, I'll let you get to it. Appreciate it.
How about that for a first half? Almost perfect for Bonita Crouch and her Academy team. Blowing the doors off MB Smoke. Halfway home, 29-0. Halftime in Houston.
From the time he was 5, Ryan Newman believed 2 things. He could drive and he could win. Driver of the year, Daytona, Brickyard. But my man still hasn't won the cup. That's okay, because he still believes he will. Guaranteed Rate believes in your dreams. That's why we treat everyone like we treat our own family and work extra hard to get you the lowest low rate possible. Because if you believe, you will.
How about this score for the Academy from Dallas, Will Blackman? 29-0. And you know what I like even more, maybe? The attitude of Bonita Crouch. She's already thinking about the second half and putting more points on the board.
Well, yeah, they hit the NOS button out the gate. She's not even looking at any short routes. They put in the entire organization on notice. They put me on notice, Dave. And you saw the first one to Michelle. Second one here. Awesome throw. Look, just aggressive. Just letting you know. Threw it right there. Over two safeties. And then Jay Overstreet with the unreal run. Like I said, I like the red cleats and the red gloves. And there, Nadia with the nice whip route, wide open. Not messing around here.
Our first half stats brought to us by Guaranteed Rate, Will. Wow.
Everything stands out. I'm not even going to answer this time.
I was going to ask you because, you know, it's so one-sided.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that stands out to me is the strategy from MV Smoke. You know, they started off with Bushman, and, you know, she was okay for them getting the ball downfield. Not enough, but I feel like Rivera came in there and gave him a spark. I don't know, you know, it's interesting them switching quarterbacks so often.
Michelle Roque, Cassandra Bills, Joe Overstreet, Nadia Bibbs. 4 different receivers catch touchdown passes in the first half from Bonita Crouch. And it is all Academy at the halfway point.
For fast pain relief, paraben-free and odor-free, Blue Emu Lidocaine Pain Relief with emu oil and lidocaine penetrates deep to relieve pain fast. Blue Emu Lidocaine Pain Relief, the official pain relief cream of NASCAR and MLB.
Back at Aviva Stadium, it is halftime, first semifinal, women's Road to 200K tournament. And let's go back down Alex Glaze.
Listen, guys, everyone's talking about the offensive performance from the Academy. I want to talk about the defense because we got an O up on the scoreboard right now.
But that's what we do. Have you looked at what we've done in the past? We haven't allowed any points, so that's what we do.
Okay, listen, I like that. So look, what's the second half going to look like? Because the offense they're talking about, they're going to press the NOS button, so they're going to keep rolling. Are we going to keep the O?
Absolutely. I wouldn't expect anything else from us.
Hey, well,
That's it.
you said you haven't allowed any points.
Any points. Look at what we did at Lynn Lewis. In the finals, it was 33-0.
Hey, I didn't know that, but listen.
Now we were missing 5 of our starters.
I like that energy. So what's being said at halftime? How are you guys keeping the momentum going and keeping the focus?
We just got to do what we do. As family, we know what we have to do. We know what we expect of each other. We're going to continue that.
Guys, I love the academy, guys. I love everything about this team.
Crystal Winter, Alex, loves to score.
Alex, don't get nervous down there.
Crystal, a hotel general manager, an NYU grad who actually graduated. This is pretty cool. I graduated in the Carrier Dome at Syracuse. She graduated at Madison Square Garden.
How about that?
Where'd you graduate? BC.
At BC, on crutches. I was on crutches. But I got my degree.
Alumni Stadium, though?
At Alumni, outdoors, yep. It was really cool. I got hurt at minicamp.
Well, it's all about the degree, regardless of how it gets presented and what shape you're in, right? And the good shape here is the academy, Donna, with this huge lead over MB Smoke. So a moment ago, we heard from Crystal Winter on the interview. She talked about how the defense has been such a big factor. Interview there with Alex Glaze. And as much as Benita Crouch and the offense have been amazing, their defense has been lights out too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And they called it. They said, we're going to shut this team out. We're going to shut out the entire tournament. So far, they're good on their word.
They told us on the Zoom call this week they couldn't recall a team getting past midfield on them. So
me neither.
Really amazing. Underway. Bonds with the little halfback option, trying to get it back to Rivera. But that pass is incomplete on the first play from scrimmage in the second half.
So it looks like they went for the onside here.
The Academy will take over first down, ball at the 30, line of gains, 25.
Which is smart, you know, try to get the ball back immediately. Because the NOS button, as V mentioned, has been ignited.
It's on.
Trying to get the ball back with absolutely no success offensively. That's what the MV Smoke team does to begin the half. Unfortunately, now the risk, reward. Now, no reward because Benita Crouch is back on the field and throwing and connecting again. This thing just keeps on rolling.
Yeah, you see right here, they have, each team has, blitzes remaining. MV Smoke has 5. They need to do something to just rattle V if they can. Just send one once in a while. V sitting back there extremely comfortable, just finding all her receivers. So just do something. You saw her at the half. She's beyond comfortable right now and is not worried about anything. So send something.
Well, especially when their defense is playing off and they're in that little bit of a zone, you're giving them way too much time and cushion to get that ball out.
Mary Kate Bula has the catch there, a pharmaceutical recruiter. Another big play offensively for this Academy team. Benita Crouch is on the move with a nice jump through traffic. End zone. No, stopped just short. She thought she was in with that leap, and so did the Academy. Stopped at about the 5.
I mean, this time they used it, but they didn't get to her.
Great flag pull there. She was up in the air.
Pasquale, Brittany Bushman, one of the quarterbacks. MV Smoke thinking about getting the ball back whenever they do and trying to create some offense. Crouch hoped she was in instead. Short range, Overstreet, you bet. It's another touchdown for the Academy, and they just keep on trucking here. Rolling all over MV Smoke here today.
They make it look easy. You see Overstreet gets great separation on that break. Whew.
Yeah, again, that out route is open every single time. I expect it here in the conversion as well. Another out route, over or under, out route.
Over and over on the over-under.
I'll take the over.
I'll tell you, over. 35 zip. And they'll go for 1 from the 5-yard line. Here comes a blitz on the conversion try and a flagpole.
Smoke with their second glitch.
So the conversion fails. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone well here for the Academy today. 35-0.
Isn't it time for a better youth flag football experience? Now there's a league that's a touchdown for parents, kids, and operators. The American Flag Football League. With amazing marketing support, low startup costs, and top-notch technology, now's the perfect time for organizers to secure their stake in the league. Fun and fast for both boys and girls, the AFFL is the future of youth sports with tournaments across the country. Make your league an AFFL league. Head to AFFLYouth.com to find out what makes the AFFL unique.
35-0. Dave, Tana, Will, Alex, our entire crew here, beginning a great day and night of AFFL action. Women's, co-ed, and men. The first of the championship series with Kings of Florida and the Freak team from the Dallas area. That's coming up later today. A return for MV Smoke. The lateral is caught, hit right out of the air, and that is a free football. Down the sideline, eventually the dead ball, but what a play again for the Academy. Keisa Langford was the end recipient on a wild scramble, Will, during the throw-off return.
Yeah, I mean, the lateral was an alley-oop. You know, and the other team took full advantage of it.
T. Creech eventually done up with a touchdown-saving flagpole.
I mean, they're just trying to do too much there, down by 35 points. That's not helping their case very much.
Yeah, I get the strategy, you know, but at the same time, just protect the football and give your offense a chance.
Yanni Pate, big play to grab that lateral that was errant for MV Smoke. And guess who's back on the field again? V. Crouch. In control.
Got her.
Pump fake this time. End zone. Roque has got it. Touchdown! The Academy does it again with Michelle Roque, who wears every hat imaginable in this stadium.
Well, that was all the quarterback with that fake. She got that defender, completely flipped her hips. Receiver did a good job working with the quarterback on that route.
There's our second boss with a touchdown.
Well, the AFFL does not operate without Michelle Roque, who, as we said, does just about everything you can imagine to help the league run. For the founder and CEO, Jeff Lewis. And not one but two touchdown catches for her. From the 10-yard line, guys, they'll go for two. Delay of game. So the try fails. Loss of down. In flag football, you don't get another crack at it as you would in the tackle game with a 5-yard penalty. Instead, it is no conversion. Keep this one 41-0. Okay, so maybe two things have gone wrong all day. Every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Skycam brought to you by L Sports.
Well, we knew this Academy team was going to be strong coming in here. They've got 8 players that are playing on this 2021 USA national team that's going to be going to Spain for the World Championships. They have 7 members of that team that played on the 2018 gold medal winning national team in Panama. So this team has played together. They're strong. They're showing what it looks like to have a cohesive team, you know, that really puts everything together. Trust, family, chemistry were the things they spoke about, you know, on our Zoom call, and you can see it here.
It's all working, isn't it? No question about that. MK Bula on the throw off this time. Michelle Roque, who does it all for this league, joined by Alex.
Guys, we've been trying to figure out what's the most points ever scored in an AFFL game. Michelle, I mean, you guys are running up. You scored 2 touchdowns. Just, I mean, is this going to stop anytime soon? What are you guys going for? 70?
That's not enough, I don't think.
Did Michelle go to bed?
Solid time, so I'm going for 100. But
100.
What about, you know, new records sound good?
I mean, listen, you guys are rolling here. I mean, what kind of message are you guys trying to send to everybody? I mean, it's this and then the championship. You guys playing for that 200K.
Yeah, I mean, we don't stop playing because another team's not playing. So we're just going to take it home.
Did Michelle go to sleep? I didn't know that.
Will wants to know if you went to sleep. That's what Will.
I got 4 hours of sleep. It's hard to run an event and play an event, but I'm doing it, and we're doing it well.
Listen, well, Michelle, you're doing a great job, and the Academy rolling, guys.
Are they ever? All right, Michelle, get a little rest. 4 hours. I thought might be less than that, actually. Katie Ellison with a catch for MV Smoke from Brittany Bushman, who's back on the field as QB. She was a great college basketball player at Mount Holyoke College in New England. Record-setting career there. That ball tipped, nearly picked, and incomplete. Almost intercepted, then almost caught. Tip drill in traffic.
Yeah, go back to what's working. That deep corner route worked before this. Right here, I am not a fan for that reason.
Crystal Winter's been everywhere, guys.
The ball is tipped in the air. Usually the Academy is going to pick that off.
Omnipresent defensively, Crystal Winter on the rush defender right at the center. And Donna, she's been a big factor entire game.
Yeah, absolutely. You see her all over the field making plays. That's what great athletes do.
All right, Bushman here. Time, late rush. That ball almost picked. Landry had a shot at it on the tip at the 40. This ball's incomplete again. Looking there for Rivera, the second quarterback. Rolling clock until the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. They'll be smoking some serious trouble now. Smoke's got to have it. Winter on the blitz. Landry on the catch. Really good flagpole again.
Yeah, looks like are they going to get enough for a first down?
Wyatt Gearhart, former All-American softball player at Oklahoma State, makes that play. Is shy of midfield. And on downs, it's right back to the Academy. Great defense again. All right, so Donna, you are the Smoke team. What goes through your mind? You probably weren't a part, all your Hall of Fame career, you probably weren't part of many games like this on the losing end, am I right?
We didn't have a lot. Actually, our first game of our first year, we got blown out basically by this score. And after that point, we're like, we're never going to lose like this again. And that was a big motivating factor for us to really push ourselves to a new level and become one of the premier teams in women's tackle football.
Crouch time delivers on target again. Another catch. Wiznot has the grab.
There's Ashley. I mean, I just love watching Ashley play throughout the years. She's been so phenomenal. You know, and this team over here with the MV Smoke, I mean, they're going to keep their heads in. They've got a lot of pride. None of these girls are going to come out here and just, you know, shut down when they're losing like this. It doesn't happen. I mean, maybe in the men's game it does, but women, and they want to fight all the way through, and it doesn't matter what the score is. They're going to keep going.
Ashley, college basketball. Sorry. Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, I mean, the tough thing is, there you go again. Wow, look at that adjustment.
Adjustment catch. Daniels is stopped at about the 4-yard line. Another connection and yet another explosive play for the Academy here.
Route running, catching clinic putting on here by the Academy.
Okay, listen, this is high level football. There are pros who can't make this unbelievable adjustment. That is high level right there. I need to see that again.
Excellent. Here it comes.
That's impressive.
And give credit to Angie Wells, guys. They want to stay up with the receiver, Chris Daniels, and get the flagpole. However,
that was awesome.
It sets up first and goal again for the Academy team. Crouch on the roll right.
And
throws end zone.
What route was that, Dave?
Again.
The out route.
Bibbs has her second touchdown catch of the game. It's the out route, and this one's over and out.
I think they found something here.
Academy is just fantastic today in every phase, and a huge lead in this first semifinal. Feels like a practice, feels like a scrimmage, unfortunately for MV Smoke. Going for one, here comes the pressure. Crouch trying to evade the flagpole. Elusive, keeps the play alive. There's the flagpole, and go as a sack and no conversion for the Academy. All right, so, you know, the Academy conversion tries, a couple have not gone great.
I think they'll accept their result.
That's about it.
For fast pain relief, paraben-free and odor-free, Blue Emu Lidocaine Pain Relief with emu oil and lidocaine penetrates deep to relieve pain fast. Blue Emu Lidocaine Pain Relief, the official pain relief cream of NASCAR and MLB.
Michelle Roque, 2 touchdown catches. Nadia Bibbs, 2 touchdown catches. And a 47-0 Academy lead after the big play from Chris Daniels, that deep catch. And Will, you're right, that adjustment was fantastic with the ball in midair like that.
Yeah, that's extremely hard. The ball's in the air. You got defenders around you. She got her head around twice and found the football. So that was probably the most impressive thing I've seen since covering this event.
Well, you see why we've got so much trust in these receivers, the way they go up and make adjustments on the ball.
Mary-Kate Bula on the throw today. Shannon Singletary takes that a few yards for the Bostonians. And from the 36, they'll have first down here in the final moments of the third quarter. This has been an absolute dominant performance by the Academy from the very start of this game. Never in doubt. Now they think about resting up for the championship later here today, with the $200,000 on the line to the winner. Clock expires on the third. 3 complete from Aviva Stadium here in Houston, Texas. And the Academy all over MV Smoke in semifinal number 1 here in steamy Houston, Texas. 47-0.
The hottest sports league on the planet is Football League, where girls have a chance to compete at the highest levels. Fun and fast. Play the same game you're watching now. It's the future of team sports. Join thousands of girls who are falling in love with flag football. Go to AFFLYouth.com to sign up today.
So the early morning game is all the Academy starting the fourth quarter. Let's go back down to Alex.
All right, guys, I'm here with V. I was talking with Michelle. She said you guys are going for 100 out. I don't know if you can put up 53 in the quarter. What do you think?
I'm going to go with a goal of 65 or 70.
65 or 70. All right, listen.
Unless they slow play us and hold the ball. That'd be different.
That's how they get those conversions right.
So, I mean, so what are you guys even talking about here on the sideline now? Because, I mean, there's not much to really talk about with the game, right?
Not for this game, but we're working on some things for our next game.
Okay, so this is like practice for you guys at this point.
Yeah.
Is that what we got here? Okay, well, listen, you have an opportunity to work through some kinks.
Yeah.
What are you working on this court?
I'm going to try to work on the short game a little bit so we can drive.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You've been airing it. I don't believe that for 1 second.
You might be right. But I'm going to try. I said I'm going to try. It's my practice.
Okay, you'll give it a look, and if it's not there, just throw it out.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, well, listen.
No breaks.
Okay, all knots, no breaks, guys.
Man, foot is on the gas, Alex.
This is her only break, is when they're on defense.
Right. It's about the only time. Rivera is the quarterback, not Bushman here for MV Smoke. Deep ball, adjustment, almost caught. What an effort. K.D. Ellison twisting, turning, falling, almost made the catch inside the 40. And it's incomplete.
It's hard to catch that one. I think if it was a well-thrown spiral.
Ground there.
So what do you think KD played in college, Will? What am I going to say? Also basketball.
Point guard. Yeah.
So many hoopsters here on the flag football field in Houston. She played junior college ball and had some offers from Big East schools as well. Really good college basketball player. Katie Ellison. Bushman. Landry by herself makes a nice catch. Trucking down the sideline. Roque trying for that flagpole, gets a couple at about the 4-yard line. But a big play for MV Smoke. Liz Landry, first and goal.
That's been there all day. The corner route, you see right up top here, wide open. That's been there all day.
staying with the receiver. Good speed on defense to go get that flagpole.
You'll see, Donna, the corner route, that is the route of flag football. It is never covered. Middle field, red zone, it is open all day long.
Liz Landry had a record-setting college basketball career herself. Texas Wesleyan in Fort Worth, a 3-year starting, guess what, Will? Position. Point guard, of course.
No way.
15 points a game. Set a school record for steals in a game. She had 8 steals in a single basketball game. Liz Landry. Fantastic athlete. Bushman, end zone. Caught, touchdown.
Donnie wants him where route that was.
K.D.
Hey, who knows?
Ellison
We got our favorite corner route.
has the grab for the smoke. And yes, guys, they're on the board.
Up top here, awesome corner route. Good ball right there by the pylon. Great catch. I'm going to nickname her Hats because her hat keeps falling off. We got wigs on the men's side.
Wigs on the men's side. Hey, it was something to watch. Had that pick a couple weeks ago.
With the Viking wig.
Pretty wild. Going for the 2-point conversion here. Bushman on the snap. Rivera crosses her path. Back of the end zone. Looks for Landry. And it's incomplete. So the conversion fails. Wizenot on coverage for the Academy team. 47-6. Nice catch.
Nice dive.
For fast pain relief, paraben-free and odor-free, Blue Emu Lidocaine Pain Relief with emu oil and lidocaine penetrates deep to relieve pain fast. Blue Emu Lidocaine Pain Relief, the official pain relief cream of NASCAR and MLB.
47-6. Finally, the Merrimack Valley MB Smoke team is on the board, and they will go for the onside play here, as they did to begin this second half. From the 30 to the 50, need 20 yards to keep the football. Got to like the spirit, Donna, right? I mean,
hey, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep trying to play this game.
Keep trying.
Right, there's no tomorrow. Like, literally, this is it.
Bushman thinks there'll be a blitz. Who's going to get the snap? That's the question. It's Rivera. Pass Bushman. Here comes some pressure. Deep ball looking for that first down. It was caught. Grabbed there by Ellison, who then tried a lateral to make sure they got the necessary yardage. It's marked short, so the onside play will fail. Didn't get to the 50 by half a yard.
Yeah, this was an interesting strategy because initially they were wide open, and then the lateral gave the Academy time to attack this play. I mean, great catch, but still interesting strategy here.
And what an effort there with going up with the catch, coming down, getting rid of that so they can at least have a chance of possibly getting that first down or getting that ball back.
Just shy of the yard to gain to the 50. Shante Bonds, who that outstanding running back of the Boston Renegades, a big prominent part of the documentary Born to Play, which was seen on Netflix, still can. Amazing job by that documentary crew to portray the Renegades championship in the WFA.
A lot of these women coming off of great tackle careers.
Crouch throws over Street. This time can't catch up with that one. Incomplete, out of bounds.
That play is funny because V definitely wanted Michelle across the middle, deep across the middle, and decided to work on her short game.
Checked it down.
Why, V? Why at this point?
She's practicing for next game, championship round.
That was funny. She couldn't help herself.
But in all seriousness, guys, I mean, you have to conserve some energy, right? I mean, yes, you have to finish out this game with 9:20 and counting to go in the fourth, but you also have to think about later tonight for the $200,000.
Yeah, I don't think they're worried about their energy at this point. They're just running through the plays.
With a
nice
catch.
hips.
Really good.
Oh, we got Alex. What's up, Alex?
Let's go back to Alex. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe Alex did.
How you doing down there, Alex?
I'm okay. Listen, the temperature is great. You know,
You're in
2
shorts
weeks,
this
2 weeks
time?
ago I was melting around this time. I got
Did you
shorts
hydrate,
on
Alex?
this week.
Did you hydrate?
I hydrated. I ate a banana this morning. So I'm good to go. I'm good to go down here.
There you go. You wore jeans last time we were here. I'm like, gosh, I know you were following probably your agent's rules. You know,
Being a professional. I was being a professional. You know. But you know, this weekend I wisened up and got the shorts out. So.
I need you to check in with V when she comes back to the sideline, because I think she had Michelle wide open deep and decided to check the ball down. I think she.
Well, you heard her. She's working on the short game. She's working on the short game. At least that's what she's trying to tell us. I don't believe her though.
Timeout called by MV Smoke with 8:41 to go in our fourth quarter. Great to have Shrooms on board, official sponsor of the AFFL, the official flags of the American Flag Football League. Shrooms, cool company, check it out. 3rd and 12 officially here for V Crouch, who throws in traffic, another connection with another receiver. Ashley Wizenot comes up with it. What hands!
She's got incredible hands. They're just making it look easy.
So you got matching gloves and matching shoes. You have no choice. Or else I'm coming down there and I'm ridiculing everybody.
Ashley played basketball at Arizona in the Pac-12. She's a firefighter now. Also played for the DC Divas. We talked a lot about her great career and what a player she is.
And she led the Divas to back-to-back championships in 2015 and 16 with some tremendous plays, beating Dallas Elite.
A lot of championships out here, not just in the booth between you two. All your rings and hardware. Got rings on me. There you go.
Got some rings today.
Donna's got hers. Will didn't bring his. I asked him.
He keeps it locked up safe.
Yeah, I don't touch that thing. Actually, I have 2 rings. I coached the high school team in Cali to a state title.
That's awesome.
San Juan Hills High School.
Really?
Yeah.
Head coach?
Not at all.
Okay. Crouch. On the rollout. End zone again. Touchdown again. Ooh. And this team just keeps on rolling. What a throw and catch.
All right, V is the Russell Wilson of the Women's League.
I believe that's Megan Majors. Look at this timing route into the corner. And she's got it.
This was that famous throw, Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett.
Oh,
look at this.
It's a flagpole first, so
flag.
there was officially the flagpole before that crouch pass to Majors. Take a look. Good call, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So Williams, our referee. We do have video replay here, by the way, again this weekend. Great crew. They're very experienced. High school, college, all around the country. Bula on the throwback. It stopped this time. A little better. Shannon Singletary, good pursuit. And the flagpole way back at about the 37. Loss of 16 on the play.
We're just messing around now. I mean, just...
That went way backwards, guys. All right, so last night we were here for the games. We watched lights out, shutout, 2 teams. Second generation Lady Killers, 26-zip.
Both times.
District Dynasty, 26-zip. So they will play She-Blitz next. Lights out She-Blitz, second semi. The winner will take on the Academy for the championship on CBS Sports Network later here today. $200 grand to the winner. B again.
Wow.
Looks for Bula. Almost brought that in inside the 5. Good coverage. And it is incomplete. Singletary stride for stride there with MK Bula.
Perhaps V took that loss so she could throw it deep.
Maybe so. Need 2 feet in, so that's out of bounds anyway.
She got to get that, though.
First down here. Canby Smoke takes over. Bushman will be the QB. With under 5 to go, rolling clock. We will have a 2-minute warning, NFL rules, 2 minutes and in, with dead ball play stoppages in the AFFL tournament here this weekend. Here comes the pressure to Bushman. Delivers over the middle. That pass brought in. Catch T. Creech. And a flag flies as well at the end of the play.
Looks like it's on MV Smoke.
The American Flag Football League, sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. No matter what your dream is, if you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate, believe you will. Off the penalty to the 40. And Bushman remains in at QB. Rivera's taking quite a few snaps at quarterback as well. Flag guarding was the call there. It's a loss of 2 downs. Damaging for the offense and a tough day already. That pass through traffic, nearly picked and incomplete. Chris Daniels on the pass breakup for the Academy.
Yeah, she went for it, went to go get it, but guess what? Guess what she owes me, Dave?
How many push-ups?
Lovely 10, I gotta tell
Just
Alex.
10?
Alex, keep a note of that. Push-ups, indeed. 10.
You agree, Donna? Should you have that pick?
Absolutely.
Blackman says
absolutely.
so.
Gotta get your hands on that ball. Gotta catch it.
All right. She owes us 10. We'll keep the stats up here in the booth. Under 3 to go. We will have a 2-minute warning here in the 4th. Liz Landry split out to the left of Bushman, who throws deep, and it's intercepted by the Academy. Another big play. Cassandra Bills, who has a touchdown catch already, has the pick. It's a sudden change, and in the final moments, it's right back to the Academy.
Yeah, the hard thing with this is that if you're not able to reach with your arm strength, you got to get the ball out quick. And here, she just waited too long. Ball floated in the air and picked by the Academy.
Academy with tight defense. You see great coverage on receivers. Nothing open tonight.
Should take us down to the 2-minute warning, and then we'll have our play stoppage here in Houston. Every American Flag Football League play coverage from the Sky Cam brought to you by L Sports, providing us with fantastic viewpoints throughout this event. 2-minute warning here at Aviva Stadium.
From the time he was 5, Ryan Newman believed 2 things. He could drive and he could win. Driver of the year, Daytona, Brickyard. But my man still hasn't won the cup. That's okay, because he still believes he will. Guaranteed Rate believes in your dreams. That's why we treat everyone like we treat our own family and work extra hard to get you the lowest low rate possible. Because if you believe, you will.
Well, I spoke this week with Vanita Crouch and Mariah Gearhart and Nadia Bibbs, and they all promised us guys a shutout. Well, they won't quite get that, but a dominant win is on the way for Vanita Crouch and the Academy team. The ball back to them here. Winter has the catch, not just a great defensive player. Rumbles up here. Pasquale with the flagpole at about the 35-yard line. What an overall game by the Academy here today.
That might be the first dip of the day. The patent flag football move.
Nothing
there.
like the dip, Don.
Yep.
You probably didn't do much of that in tackle football.
No, we usually just put the shoulders down and run over somebody.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was the goal, wasn't it? Smoke is out of blitzes. You get 5 per half in the American Flag Football League. Handoff in the final moments here.
Stay in bounds.
Chris Daniels with a handle this time.
Route. Fake it.
Down to the last 60 seconds. All standing between V. Crouch and the championship game here later today against the winner of Lights Out and She-Blitz. So be sure if you're streaming today to check us out. About top of the hour, we should have our second semifinal. Can anyone hang with the Academy is the question. We're going to find out later today. Crouch still with a deep ball. Winter, but a whistle first.
It's a goal clock sack, I believe.
4-second violation. 4 seconds to get that pass off. 2 seconds and the defender can rush in. From the spot of the foul or the violation, so they only lost 1 yard on that play. Clock rolling. Whistles blow, and this game is over. It's officially done. For Anita Crouch and the Academy team, all smiles down here today because they crush MV Smoke 47-6.
Well, I knew this Academy team was good. I had no idea they were this good. It was all about execution tonight, up and down the field, offense and defense. They've got it done.
Guaranteed rate final stats, Will.
V has 7 TDs.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, that's enough in itself. And my favorite stat of all time, no turnovers by the Academy. 2 costly ones from MV Smoke.
Back at the top of the hour, the second semifinal. Be sure to stream with us. Lights Out will take on She-Blitz. The winner of that one will play the Academy for the $200,000 now for Donna Wilkinson and Will Blackman and Alex Glaze. It's Dave Ryan saying so long. We'll see you at 11 Eastern. Lights Out, She-Blitz, second semifinal. See you then.
Have you ever wanted to own part of a sports league? A football league that's fast and fun.
Touchdown!
A game that's explosive, electric, exciting.
Man, that's impressive.
With nothing but skill and highlight reel plays.
Oh, look at this run!
That's the American Flag Football League, the AFFL. And now you can be an owner. Flag football for everyone, men, women, and kids. It's the future of the game. Even the pros think so. Go to AFFL.com to see how you can own part of the action.